Good morning, drummers. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been playing the drums for over 20 years, but I've got a lot to work on. Speaking of, I'm going to be working on flam accents. So flam accents, you've got flam, low note, high note, and I'm going to do it as triplets, and we're going to try and just speed her up and get them more comfortable, etc. So I'm going to slow this way down and show you one specific way that you can work on it using one of the free play-alongs on my website. JaredO'Leary.com/drum. There's over 1,300 hours, just under 1,400 hours of free drumming content on here. Keep you and me busy for quite some time. And we're going to be working through these. Let me actually lower this. This is in the way. All right, there we go. Okay, so we're going to be warming up first, and then I'm going to stretch and massage, and then I'm going to work on the flam accents, and then I'm going to chop out. So that is the plan for this morning's stream. If you're not here for that, then, I don't know, enjoy the ASMR experience. Let's warm up with, let's do slow paradiddle. And we're going to do this with flam fives. And we're going to start at 120, and I'm just going to do this to get the blood flowing. And then we'll stretch and massage, and then I'm going to chop out intentionally. All right, make sure that's all the way up. Here we go. Thumb came off the stick. I'm gonna go 5 clicks at a time until I get to a point where I feel like my hands are warm. Then I'm gonna stretch and massage, and then we're gonna push it faster. Stay tuned. I am multi-streaming, so if you see me responding to anyone in chat that's not in your chat, they're on a different platform. Let's do 130. My left hand's like not awake yet. Wakey, wakey. Last rep. This is my dog doing the squeaks. YouTube screwed up. It like stopped the sound for a moment, which screwed me up. All right, we're gonna stretch. First thing I'm gonna do is hold my sticks like this. This one's kind of a weird stretch. And then you pull it in, and you go to under, and then you pull it in, you go to under, and oh boy. You can just hold it right here. This is a good one. And then you go back out. If you're doing traditional, let me show you this other camera. You go this way and you hold. You rotate the other way and you hold. I'm not doing that anymore. All right. We're going to stretch the underside of the forearms. You can do this one at a time, like this. Boop. You can do this on your pad, like this. And you can do this on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Just don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to tear stuff. Woo. My dog was doing the squeaky toy earlier. Stretch like this. You can do it right here. You can do it on the wall. Higher you go, the deeper the stretch. So that's what you heard earlier. She's on top of her 2-story doggo fort that I built for her. She's just kind of like surveying the lands, seeing if there's any kitty cats out there. She's protecting. All right. Now we're going to stretch. Thumbs. Thumb on thumb. Mm-hmm. And then we go to index finger. Now today's stream is going to be me practicing how to refine flam accents. And I'm going to go up 1 click at a time, 1 BPM at a time. It's going to be a very slow and tedious process and not particularly entertaining from a playing standpoint. So I'll try and make it educational at points. I'll try and laugh off mistakes and point out mistakes, etc. Get a massage. But this is literally just a stream of me practicing, kind of sharing what I work on and how I work on it using free resources on my website. So hopefully it gives you some ideas of things that you might practice, or rather how you might practice using some of the free resources, or just like a metronome or whatever. But stay tuned. My arms are tight today. Not sure why. Who knows? I need to get better at looking into the camera rather than looking at my screen on the side. I want to look at the screen on the side to see if there's any updates in any of the multiple chats I'm on, which I just started on Kick today. Dr. Neurolab was like, hey, you should try this out. And I was like, okay. So I'm trying it out. Not planning on making money off of it, but I figure it'd be good to kind of be able to share the free resources that are on my website, which that will eventually make money. Or at least more than I have. All 49 cents. Woo! But yeah. Don't know if Kick is going to be able to survive. I mean, given that like Mixer was backed by Microsoft and that failed. But there's also like some other platforms that are streaming. By the way, I'm massaging from base to tip of the fingers, just kind of loosen them up. But I figure, hey, I might as well stream on any platform. Oh, that finger's tighter. So I do this usually 2 times, sometimes 3 or 4, depending on how the finger's feeling. My hands are not feeling great this morning. It's interesting. The left one in particular, it feels tight. So I don't know what's up with that. Who knows? Stay tuned, folks. Okay. Let me check something real quick. Pull this up. Press that button. And we go here. Make sure everything is okay. Well, it's not okay there. Interesting. So, Kick didn't work. I wonder why. Let's see if YouTube is up. Yeah, it says YouTube's up. Yep, there's me. Interesting. Right, wife? Yes. Glad you agree. Pull this up real quick. Curious. Yep, okay. Alrighty. Let's go back. Now I'm going to play through this faster. And we're going to go to 135. By the way, all of the timestamps in the description link you to a BPM. So if you're like, I want to go at 148. Cool. Click on 148. And you can go at 148. We're going to go 135. I'm going to try and chop out intentionally, just to push my hands, play a little faster. Ugh, hands got tired. That was probably my breaking point, but we're going to push a little bit past that. So let's go to 140. Whoops, too far. Hands still feel a little tight. Stretch and massaging helped, but... Okay, that wasn't the breaking point. I do want to get into the flam accents work. So, I'm just going to jump up 10. This'll be the breaking point. Right, Minnie? Right. Oh, wow, she can talk. She can hear, too. Almost made it. Almost survived, folks. All right, cool. We found the breaking point. Success. There are a few more variations of the slow pedal exercise, and there are hundreds of more practice exercises, almost 1,400 hours of free drumming content right here on my website. Linked at the top of the screen. Okay, we're going to work on diddle after an accent, grid variation. This one. And we're going to go from 40 up to at least 80. One click at a time. And we're going to go right, both, left, both. So all on the right, both hands together. All on the left, both hands together. Okay, so if we get up to 80, it's going to take half an hour just to do that. That is the grind we are on, folks. Which is, you know, why it says grinding for XP on my t-shirt. All right. You ready for this journey? Here we go. Minnie's ready. Okay, so starting with right hand only. Allows you to just kind of focus on the technique. You might be like, why are you doing that? I thought we were working on flams. This is what one hand does when you do a flam accent. All right, now both hands together. We want to make sure that they sound the same, not flammy, which I know is ironic because we're working on flams. Should create a popping sound. Now we're going to work on the left. Again, this pattern is what you do when you play a flam accent. Surprised I got that attack. I need to just pull back for the accents and not overdo it. Bye, Minnie. She patters away. All right, now we're going to do both again. Still overemphasizing the accents. Okay, now we're back to the right hand again. So we're just going to keep repeating this over. Right, both, left, both. Right, both, left, both. Early. Okay, so now it's got a few second break. You can kind of shake things out, as one would do. And then you're back at it. Both. Now we're on the left. Accents are still too heavy. Yeah, so still a little too heavy on the accents. Okay, back to right hand only. The taps were more consistent with the popping sound between the hands. Focusing on the accents, just nice and relaxed. Pull them back, let them do their thing. Okay, both hands again. Okay. Tea break. That was good. The lemon green tea. Left hand only. Bad second accent. Both. Didn't mean to say that in time, but, you know, drummer here. Flammy for that first note. Whoops. we're back to the right hand. And I'm going to focus on the taps this time. So you notice when I'm doing these reps that I'm focusing on one thing, like only relaxing the accents or only focusing on the consistency of the taps, etc. There's a tendency when I first started teaching drum lines to show the students that I was working with every single error that they're making. Like, hey, this accent was a little too loud. This one was a little too soft. This one, you could change your technique, blah, blah, blah. And then I just overload them with a fire hose of information, as opposed to just giving them one thing to focus on and saying, hey, for this next rep, just focus on this. And then maybe do that a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4 times. And then cool, now that we've refined that, and that's hopefully consistent and improved, now let's do one more thing. So figure out if you have a list of things to work on with the drumline, and prioritize it with what's the biggest thing that's going to have the biggest return on investment in time, and then focus on that. Just that one thing. Only focus on this for this next rep. And then for the next time, go through something else. Now, if you're working with the drumline with multiple people in it that all have different things to work on, then you could be like, hey, I want you to work on this thing, and I want you to focus on this other thing. Or you could ask, hey, of your list of priorities as a performer, what could you work on that would improve your own playing? And then that way it puts the ownership on the students, and so that way they also learn how to teach themselves when you are not there working with them. Pro tip. All right, so we just did right hand only, so now we're going to do left hand only, focusing on the taps. Or sorry, both hands only. I guess the word only didn't need to be in that sentence. Now back to the left only. I'm going to focus on taps again. Okay. Tea sipping time. The taps are pretty inconsistent between both hands, so I was really focusing on that. There was a little bit of a flam to them. was watching the levels on it, and it was interesting how some of the accents were louder than others. Not what I'm going for. The taps are better that time, between the two hands. Again, we're going for a popping sound. Whoops. Too heavy on the accents. Okay, both together again. Ew. So when working on a rudiment and breaking it down so that you're isolating one hand at a time, like flam accents. Okay, so we're working on this pattern. If you do both hands together, you can hear whether it sounds like flammy, as opposed to that popping sound. You want the popping sound. The popping sound means they're hitting at the exact same time on the same surface. So don't just look at your hands and make sure that their heights are the same. You don't want to have one above the other. You want to also listen to it and make sure you don't get that, but instead get a pop, even on the little interior taps instead of something like that. Okay, so that's what I'm listening for, in addition to kind of looking at it, visually. Which I guess is how you look, but, you know. I'm a languager. All right. Let's go back a couple seconds just because I think it's going to start midway through that tap off and I don't know where. Go! Get it? All right, both together. Again, we're going to listen for, whoops, that popping sound, not the pop of me hitting my microphone. Ew. Yeah, so it's getting a little bit of a flam, and so the left hand seemed to be a little higher, a little later than the right. Okay, both together. Yep. Yeah, so it still sounds inconsistent with the taps. Debating if I should just do all, both hands together. Whoopsies. Okay. Tea break. Yeah, I'm going to do both together. So double stops the entire time for the rest of these last like 15 or so reps. So I can focus on those popping sounds. Thumb came off the stick. A little too relaxed, I guess. The thumb just like, whoop, slipped right off. And then my talking messed me up. It's pretty hard to chat while doing something like this. Getting better at it, but it's hard. Especially on drum kit. When doing 4-limb independently. And talking. It's 5-way independence. I screwed up. See? Talking screws me up. Okay, that was a little bit better. Still working on it. Okay, so when I'm working on these like accents and taps, so I'm doing this as double stops. And I'm noticing that when I'm doing the accents, I'm trying to stay nice and relaxed, okay? Because it's going straight into a tap, I need to just stop my wrist from moving while doing this. So, however, when I'm doing that, because I'm staying nice and relaxed, there's a little bit too much wiggle room in there on those taps, and that's what's creating some of those flam double stop sounds as opposed to the popping sound that I want. So what I'm trying to do is like refine my technique just enough so that I get a nice relaxed accent without like forcing it in or anything like that. And then in the taps, it's nice and consistent because of the space that's in between the hands is still relaxed, but not so much that it's an inconsistency from one hand to the next. That's what I was focusing on there. Tea break. Oh yeah. Just had a visceral reaction. Been steeping too long. Too bitter. Just noticing that the drums are resonating with the accents. Bad attack. Forgot the accent. See, the taps are pretty inconsistent right now, so I'm still focusing on that. So diddle after an accent is a great way to work on flam accents. If you do it all on one hand, oops, or double stops. Because again, you're breaking it down what your hand is doing when you play flam accents. Finish it. Yeah, success. GG's. Wreck that tea. thumb came off. Thumb just was like, whoop, right off of the left stick. Cut. Once we get to 80, we'll go by fives. Yeah, so basically this is 2 times as fast. So we're basically playing flam accents at 160 now. And then we'll go up by fives, which is really going up by tens. Okay. Whoop. Let's go to 85. Whoops. Didn't mean to score that. And we're going right here. And we clicky click. Despite my appearance, I'm a goofball. I look serious, but I'm not. Left hand's getting inconsistent, so that was 170 basically. Now we're gonna go to 180. Again, because we're isolating out the hands, so this would be flam accents at 180. Yeah, so that gives those inconsistencies that you might not hear for your playing it just normally. But because you're playing at the same time, you can hear, that wasn't so great. But that's why we're working on this, folks. And I'm going faster than I should right now after having just spent over 30 minutes just doing one click at a time. I'm going faster than I should, so that way I can figure out what to work on next time. Yeah, so the left's slowing down still. All right, let's try Hundy. Come on down to your local Hundy dealer. where you can get some flam accents. Hard with these heavy sticks. Okay, let's try 105. So this is 210 flam accents. And it's going to be more of a controlled bounce at this point on the taps. Okay, this is going to be my breaking point. And then, speaking of, we're going to go past the breaking point even more with... I'm going to do Blue Devil's 99 shopping spree today. That's a good one. We'll chop out with that, and then I'm going to call it. And then I got Fortnite stream coming up in about 15 minutes. Now, if you want to see where this exercise... Found it. If you want to find this exercise, if you go to jaredleary.com/drum, there's just under 1,400 hours of free drumming content. A bunch of chop stuff, a bunch of permutations and charts. Over 500 grid variations. All of the live stream practice sessions so you can see how I practice and then all the tips that come out of those sessions. And a bunch of technique stuff. Keep you busy for a while. So, check it out. If you're interested in it. Like if you want to be able to play Blue Devil's 99 shopping spree at 155. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Then cool. Let's do it. So let's go to 140. And we're going to start right here. We'll see if my flam accents have improved. After grinding for the last 45 minutes or so on just those. It's a fun one, right? Yes, it is. Thanks, chat. I agree with you. I thought I had a high voice. Wow. I'm not alone. 145. I don't know how fast I'm going to be able to play this, but we're about to find out. Stay tuned. Buckle your seatbelts. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be an adventure into flams. Point. Hey, stop, please. Thanks. Too far. second favorite shopping spree. First one is 5-4 VK shopping spree. That one's sweet. This one's also sweet. Shirley Temples. I don't know how to play those, but Shirley Murphy's, I do know how to play. It is funny that YouTube recommended me a Shirley Murphy video after we talked about it last night. So, PUD-3. Oh, Shirley Murphy's with a little cherry on top. All right, well, based on how that went, this is going to be my last rep. Get out the fire extinguisher. Gonna crash and burn. Perfect. But yeah, the Shirley Murphys are fun. If you go with what you were talking about the other day with like chunking, you just think of it in two different parts. One is a pa-da-da, the other is a 3. And then you can do it fast. Cool rudiment. Anyways, this is it for the drum stream. Never doing one again. Just kidding. Should be back on tomorrow. At least that's the plan. Whoops. Went too far back. Here, on my website, top of the screen, /drum. Take you directly to it. Or if you just jaredoleary.com, go to free drum lessons and exercises. Just under 1,400 hours of free drumming content. Bunch of chop stuff. Bunch of drum kit stuff. Over 500 grid variations. All of my live streams and some tips that come out of them. And a bunch of technique stuff. So check it out. I'm going to tear this thing down, and then I'm going to get ready for a Fortnite stream. So stay tuned for that. But thank you, anybody who stopped by on the different platforms that are streaming on today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And, yeah, donate platelets if you're able to. I'll be doing that this afternoon. It helps people. Anyways, goodbye.